Hello. How's it going, everybody? Let me know that you can hear me. I figured I'd get down a little early here and make sure my audio is working and everything's good. So if you're here, please say hello. Please tell me if you can hear me. Right on the phone. There you are. All right. Hello. People starting to come in. Say hello. Let me know you can hear me. Or if you can't hear me, I'm going to hope you're going to say, can't hear you. YouTube Lives are a little wonky. It's not like Steam. Might want to update your video link in the Oh, thank you. Did it change? Let's see here. Let's get a new link. Copy, close. Head over to Discord. And there we go. Let me update that on my Twitter as well. Yes. Delete. And well, you know what happened was that earlier I accidentally started streaming when I was still setting stuff up. So I ended that stream, so it must have changed the link since I had stopped that stream and started a new one. So, but now it's updated. Thank you for letting me know. I updated in Nord and I updated on my Twitter, so should be all good. Hey, Mike. So yeah, just hanging out. I've got things to give to somebody. We've got spectacular settlements. And we've got 4 decks here. Now, I have my open ones here, but I have the sealed ones behind me. But we have critical hits. And we've got, that's the critical hits outcomes for players. And then I have critical hits outcomes for GMs. And then I've got critical fails, which is for both players and GMs. And then I think the 4th one, is that right? Yep. Fates and Fortunes, which I like this one. I did a review on this deck. So this is a fun one. This is like for Nat 20s and Nat 1s, not in combat. So if they, like rolling skill checks or something like that, this is a fun one to play with. My players had a good time with it. Only audio in the left channel. Am I the only one? I don't know. That's a good question because let me check OBS. That could be OBS might just be doing mono. I only have one mic, so it should be the same coming out of both. Let's try that. How's that? Is that better? Let me know if the audio is fixed now. There's a delay between when I talk, when you guys get it, and then when you respond. So yes, it's better. Cool. Excellent. This is why I thought we'd go live early. You guys can help me work out the bugs. Yeah. You know, I used to stream back in my World of Warcraft days on Twitch. It seemed everything worked better. Like YouTube Live is like meh. I should be doing more TikTok lives. I like TikTok, man. That platform's awesome. I need to get back into doing TikToks. Like I was doing them every day for a while, and then I just kind of, I don't know, got busy. Life's crazy. I've got kids and work, and the channel has been, obviously growing and doing good. But man, it's a lot to keep up with. I wish I can just quit my job and do this stuff full time and give you guys like 4 videos a week and DM professionally and just play D&D. So what's everyone else up to? How are we doing? It's hump day. Yeah, all right, Mike. That is the dream. I'm going to be going to Gen Con. So if you guys are at Gen Con this year, make sure you head over to the AAW booth and say hi to me. I will be helping run that booth, as well as if you sign up for any of AAW's games. I'm going to be not going to be technically running any games. I'm just in charge of all the DMs that are running games. Though if a DM falls through or something, I might step in, or I might join a game and play with you guys. And then I usually hang out with the Cobalt Press guys if they're around. I helped run games for them last year, so I'm sure I'll be poking around their booth a bit. Nord is not gonna be there, though. Some people from Nord might be around, but in official capacity, I don't believe Nord's going to be doing Gen Con this year. They still have a couple of guys. They have younger kids that haven't been vaccinated yet, and they just don't want to be in big crowds yet. So. Yeah, Gen Con is in Indy. It's funny. So I did my first Gen Con last year, and it was my first con ever. Like I never even went to BlizzCon in all my years of playing WoW, and I was blown away, man. It was super cool. And last year was a light year, from what I'm told. Like because of COVID still going on, it was not nearly as big as it normally is. When I was running games for Cobalt Press, I want to say we had maybe about 10 GMs. Running about maybe, a few games a day. And it's like 10 times that this year. So I'm like, man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's see here. Tom says he might have to go. He's in Illinois, so it might not be. Yeah, it's not that far of a drive. It shouldn't be too bad. I'm flying from Arizona, so I'm flying on Wednesday night. Got to set up the AAW booth, get badges out to all my GMs, and then we open up the booth Thursday morning. So it'll be fun. What sucks is so we only have so many exhibitor badges, so I'm gonna be there Wednesday night helping to set up. But then Thursday morning, I can't be at the booth when the doors open. I have to wait outside since I have just a GM badge and wait for the doors to open. Then I can go in and head straight to the booth and help work the booth. So. We'll have to see. One second. My wife is messaging me. Sorry. Anyways, sorry, my wife needed something. My kids were supposed to have a sleepover tonight, but not happening anymore. Yeah, it's not cheap, man. It's not cheap to do. It's not cheap to do Gen Con. That's for sure. It's I got lucky because I'm working it. I got my badge and I got my hotel room covered. I still had to pay for my flights and stuff though. see. Your computer said, yeah, I know. That's my wife messaging me. I just muted my notification. I'm like, stop messaging me. I'm live. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing hopefully a bunch of interviews. I gotta get a nicer microphone that I can bring with me, like a news reporter microphone. Obviously I have my phone that I do all my recordings on. I'll have a little audio recorder so I get better quality audio, and I hope to do some interviews with Wolfgang from Coldwell Press. Hopefully, I might meet up with some of the Nerdarchy guys. Obviously, I'll be there with AAW. If Ben from Nord is there, he'll probably do something with me on his channel, and I'll do something with him on my channel. So yeah, whoever. There's a few other people I've been talking to about hopefully just getting some, a few minutes. So just a couple quick interviews, and hopefully I'll do some kind of compilation video. You can attend Gen Con virtually too. At least I don't know exactly what events you can do, but you can sign up for games and stuff. Like even AAW is running some online games. So whether you want to play in Foundry or Roll20 or Fantasy Grounds, we've got some GMs doing all that. So yeah, it's fun. Me and Ben got to meet in person for the first time last year at Gen Con. He was there. He's got his own little company too, so he has his own products that he publishes. I did a review on one of them, yeah. So hopefully we'll get to hang out a bit and stuff. It's funny too. I've been working with AAW now for like 2 years. I haven't met any of those guys in person. So I'm gonna get to meet Jonathan, the owner of AAW, Thilo, who's one of the main writers of like Rise of the Drow, and Tom, who is the editor. He does like all the layout and stuff like that. So I met him last year, but he'll be there too, along with a few other people. So, and actually, if you pick up a newer copy of Rise of the Drow, I'm an editor in the latest edition because I did a bunch of revisions for them. Or, mostly found a bunch of mistakes for them. What time is it? It is 6:02, so we're doing good. I want to give it till maybe about 6:15, and then we're going to do the drawing. We don't have many people in right now, so. Yeah, I keep showing you those, don't I, Mike? I keep on reviewing stuff. I got Tomohiro's came in for me yesterday or Monday. Monday it came in. So that'll be tomorrow's video. I'll be tomorrow. I just finished editing the video, and that'll be posted tomorrow. What sucks? So if you watch my video tomorrow, it's a longer video than normal. Normally I keep my videos under 10 minutes. It's about a 20-minute video tomorrow because it's got a lot of content in that book. But around the 15 or 16-minute mark, the audio changes because my good microphone, for some reason, just stopped recording. There was no audio on that audio track. So I had to grab the audio from my cell phone to do the last few minutes of audio. So the audio quality is not as good. I doctored it up. It sounds fine, but it's not. You'll notice a big difference. So I apologize in advance. Is there a way to enter, or is it off from who is here? No. So to enter, let me put the link for you guys, because you can absolutely still enter right up to the moment of the drawing. What you need to do, I'm going to put this link here in chat. Go to this video and just watch it real quick. It's a short video. It's only 3 minutes. But you make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like the video. And then in the video, I tell you what you have to do as far as leaving a comment down below to enter. You have to leave a specific comment. So do that, and you can enter. I think there was a video we had. Yeah. Yep. So. My phone is interfering with my audio now sometimes. Tick, tick, tick. You know what? I think what that is so here's my microphone, and I have this the pop filter, and I think when I hit it, it goes like this, and it's bouncing up against the microphone. So I'm trying to be careful. So, anyways, I think that might be what you're hearing. Of course, somebody just messaged me, and you heard the Facebook notification because I'm an important guy. I get lots of messages. I'm going to mute them. Mute them all. Mute notifications for 1 hour. There we go. Hopefully nobody else messages me. It's always my wife and my girlfriends. Kidding. I kid. Giveaway time. So yeah. So we did open up, and Rick, and anybody else who has not entered that wants to enter. In the video, I say it's only for continental U.S. However, it did open up for everybody. So Nord has agreed to help me ship the products internationally. So if you're in Europe or Australia or wherever, someplace where it's going to cost me more than the cost of the book to ship it, they've got warehouses in those places and they can ship. So it is open to everybody, which is why I delayed the giveaway a week, to give international people time to enter, just to be fair. So hopefully we do some more giveaways with Nord in the future, and I think we will. They have Dangerous Destinations is coming out, so that's kind of the follow-up to Spectacular Settlements, but it's Dangerous Destinations, so it's all going to be a whole engine to make those kinds of places. And then they've got their deck coming out, the Elements deck coming out, which is going to be really cool. So maybe they'll give me one of those to give away too. That'd be sweet. So hopefully the channel continues to grow. I think we're at about 1,040 subs last I looked earlier today. So yeah, doing great. I appreciate everybody. It's been awesome. So yeah, I have an unopened copy right here. Right, this one's still in the shrink wrap. That will go to one of you guys. Glare. And then I've got the 4 unopened decks here. So if I don't know, I gotta find out if somebody like in Europe or something wins, what I'm gonna do with these copies. If I'm gonna send it back or something. Settlements is an amazing book. It is. God, it's probably one of the most useful books I have on my shelf, because it is system agnostic. This is not a 5e book. This is any fantasy setting. And personally, I think you could probably play a Star Wars RPG and do some stuff with this, because a lot of Star Wars places are super rugged and out there. You may have to kind of stretch things a little bit, but place being a mining facility or something like that, it's all possible. So this book, you can generate just so many cool things with it. I mean, and it's a book that will last you forever. Now, you can be playing D&D 10th edition in 30, 40 years, and this book still works. So Pathfinder or Pathfinder 2e, it doesn't matter. Anything that any tabletop RPG, especially in the fantasy genre that you play, this book will work for. So super cool. Hopefully you don't hear my kids in the background. They tend to fight. My daughter's bedroom is literally right next to my office door, so my son goes in there and then they start fighting with each other and yelling at each other, and it's fun when I'm at work on a Zoom call. What system do you generally play, Tom? Tom's saying that that's what he loves about that it's not 5e. Let's see here. It is 6:09. Oh man, more notifications from people. I'm telling you, I'm popular. I'm so popular. Mute notifications before people start replying. Mute. I've heard a lot of good things about Worlds Without Numbers. I need to check out more systems myself, honestly. I've been playing D&D since I was 13 or 14 or something, so it's just my game. But I've been peeking at Pathfinder too. honestly. It looks super cool. I did get some of the books, and Foundry has it now. They had made a deal with Piazza, and so Pathfinder 2e's like has a bunch of official stuff in Foundry, which is super cool. Hey, Nerez. We are doing great. We're doing awesome. Just hanging out, waiting for people to join. We're going to do a giveaway here in a few. We have got Spectacular Settlements book. This thing is huge. I did a whole video on this, so if you haven't watched that video, that's worth a watch. But this thing is like 500 plus pages. This thing is as big as like Tome of Beasts. Yeah, no, well, all right, not quite 500. 457, and then in the back, there's the city sheets, right? It's like a character sheet for your city. So you like go through and you fill these out, and I guide you through it. It's super cool the way they did it, because it's like do this, then if you had this result, add this to your roll for this one. And then when there's like a conflict where they're like, oh, it's a rich city, but everything's in disarray and ruined. Well, that's like this weird, like you would think if it's a rich city, everything would be nice. So then you can come up with a story point on why, and then like, you know, as you keep rolling, you're like, oh, well, there's corrupt officials. Look at that. So it just it works out really cool, and I have a lot of fun generating stuff. I know I talk about it on my videos a lot. I'm planning on playing a lot more in the Midgard setting from Kobold Press. You got this whole Midgard world map and lots of established places, but that map's filled with cities and locations that there's either very little to nothing written. There's no maps for it. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, my players are going to this city right here on the map. Cool. Let's create it. Like it you know, I can pull out this book and create that city right there on the spot. You know, same thing with Forgotten Realms. How many cities and locations and towns and villages are on that map that have no maps or data or anything written for them that you can just generate with this book. So yeah, exactly. If you already have ideas, like, you know, it's a mountainous region, well, you know, you don't do that roll, or you know that it's a mining place, you don't do that roll. But yeah, I mean, you use the parts you need to. But it's a super fluid book. It's so just well designed, like really, really well designed. Just picked up Into the Borderlands today. Oh yeah. You and I were talking about those, I think, Mike. All those the Goodman Games books. I've got the Temple of Elemental Evil on my shelf. I need to get the rest of them. They're all on like my Amazon wish list. I keep hoping somebody's gonna buy them for me for Christmas, and no one has yet. But maybe I should start doing videos on some of their stuff, and they'll start, you know, hooking me up. But they're not that expensive either. Like on Amazon, they're pretty cheap. Just got Foundry yesterday, actually. Has a module on there. Yeah, Foundry is amazing, man. I did the Rise of the Drow venture for Foundry. So I did that whole one, and I did the Survival Guide to Splunking, both AAW products. I did those conversions, and I'm doing one other one for another company right now that hopefully will be done soon. I'm a little overdue. I've just been overwhelmed lately with life. So, stuff to come. No PDF for it. They say they are. Yeah, they say they aren't going to do PDFs for any of them. But what's funny is I swear there's a new one. Maybe it wasn't Goodman then. I thought I saw a Kickstarter for like Tower of something, and there was a PDF. So I don't know. Maybe that wasn't Goodman. It was just a similar look. I haven't bought any RPG stuff in a while. Been mostly picking up miniatures. I think I saw a new yeah, you know, man, I 3D print all of my minis nowadays. I have tons of them sitting right over here. Like, I got a couple up on my shelf, but 3D printing minis is totally the way to go. There's just so many creators out there and so much stuff. I can print anything I want. Yeah, Dark Tower, that's what it was. Dark Tower DCC. So that I don't think was Goodman. It looked like one of the Goodman ones, but Um, 3D printer. So I have an Ender 3 that I use for terrain and big stuff, and then I've got an Elago Mars I use for minis. I would still buy like certain minis if I like the mini and I don't want to eat up my printer's time because I have so much other stuff to print. But like I find that don't get me wrong, WizKids has great stuff and I've got a lot of it, but I find that sometimes the ones I could 3D print are nicer. Like look at Artisans Guild for a patron. Their minis that they put out every month are fantastic. They're some of my favorites. And then for terrain, Milestone Heroes is so good. Like this is one I've been working on right here. This is for their village set, and that's the paint job I think I'm going to go with for them. Although I think for the floor, oops, see there you go. There's your tick again. For the floors, I think I'm going to do like a two-tone like that. So I have boxes and boxes of stuff. What I do is, these are all 3D printed on my PLA printer, my Ender 3. So all those empty boxes from the PLA spools, they fit 4x4 terrain perfectly. Like I can put 4 of these, or I guess 4 down and 4 across, and stack them up pretty high. So I've got boxes of those just filled with terrain. Mars 2, yeah, and a Mars 3, yeah. I got the Mars a while ago. I've had it for a couple of years now. So newer ones have come out. We'll upgrade, I guess, at some point. I don't really need to. It prints so well. I have no problems with it really. So and I don't have space for another one. I'm gonna redo this whole office. I was actually gonna build a bigger office in my house, and then everything got super expensive. So I think I'm gonna stick with this office, but we're gonna get some new shelves and a new desk, and I think I'm going to build like a custom shelf section for my 3D printers. And so I have a CR10 sitting out in the garage that I can't even use right now as I have no space for it. So I'm going to be able to get the CR10, the Ender 3, maybe another Ender 3, and maybe a second resin printer, and just have them like stacked in these cubbies and print. So we'll see. We're starting to get some more people in here. We'll give it a couple more minutes before we do the giveaway. Show you guys this though. Yeah, the Ikea shelves. That's what I want is Ikea shelves. The what's the name of them? Can't remember whatever they're called, but the ones I want to they curve and they go around the corner. So I want to get that for in here and like have it curve around the corner and get like an extra set or something too, just to make it big enough. And then I saw some cool like DIYs where people took like shiplap and put it on the backs of the shelves to make it look nicer, or they took trim to make the edges look nicer and just made them fancier. So here's my copy of Tomy Heroes, by the way. This is the LE cover, but it's super, super cool. I like it a lot. But that's tomorrow's video. What are those shelves called? I mean, they have like a whole bunch of them. Like different styles, but the same kind of design. The Ikea shelves. What the heck are they called? There's a name. It's like a boy's name. Billies. The Billies. That's what they are. We need to start with a B. So the Billy shelves. I think enough. I saw somebody else in one of the Facebook groups who had the Ikea shelves, and they just had them loaded. And you can get the ones too, right? You see my shelves here are like kind of normal width shelf. You can get ones that are more cubby style, like where they're square, so they'll be a little stronger. But I think they'll be fine. And like if you have enough shelves, you don't have to load the shelf up with books like I had to. Because I mean, some of my I have 2 shelves of just Cobalt Press stuff that's packed. Yeah, I got a lot of books. You have the BattleTech Kickstarter from the other year still a box under the table. You know what I still have boxed is the Critical Role minis. I backed that and I never opened them. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to. Like, if I just leave them in there, they'll probably be worth more. But I don't want to paint them myself because I'm not that talented. So I was thinking about if I do decide to open them and paint them, I'm going to commission somebody really talented to do it for me. Because I want those to look awesome. I need to get back to watching Critical Role. I've not watched it in forever. It's hard to keep up with. You know, these shelves, one of these shelves, like, was pulling out, like the little pin was starting to break through the wood, and I put like Gorilla Glue in there to like strengthen it. There is a woman here in Arizona that when I first started painting minis, I took a class at one of the local game shops that she taught, and she is so good. So I thought about maybe paying her to do it. When I was at Gen Con last year, there was this cool board game called, I think it's called Shadows and Brimstone. And it's like this Western mashup with like Cthulhu type monsters. Basically, like, you know, it's kind of like one of those games where you have to place the tiles down as you go, kind of like similar to the D&D board games. But it's like a Western kind of theme thing. But anyways, besides the point. The guy that the main artist for them is a very talented miniature painter. So he was there and he's doing these paintings on these minis. And I chatted with him for a bit. He gave me some great tips. One of the best tips he gave me was to use a makeup brush for dry brushing. So just, you know, I picked up a couple of cheap, like, you know, elf makeup brushes. And that's what I use now for dry brushing. So, but his stuff he did was fantastic. I don't have many of my, most of my minis are put away, but here. This is, I think this dwarf is from, let's see here if I get him to focus. This dwarf is from, I think, Artisans Guild, that one I was telling you about earlier. So he's kind of cool. See if I can get him to focus here. It's hard. And then here is a white dragon I did. This is actually supposed to be a bigger mini, but I just sized it down because I wanted a large one for what's the name of the adventure out of the not the starter kit, but the other one, the essentials kit. So that's, you know, the dragon for that. And then I finished running Tome of Annihilation. Have this guy for that. So these were all 3D printed ones. You know, I bought the files and printed them. Anyways, we got a few viewers on. It is 6:23. I think we'll go 2 more minutes and then we'll do the drawing, or 1 more minute now. It's 6:24. So 1 more minute till the drawing. So let's talk drawing, guys. So here's what's going to happen. I am going to just pick a random one. I have a thing. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you guys can see it all happen. But little, you know, widget I have will just pick a random comment. Assuming the comment meets the qualifications of having posted what their favorite city is and that person is a subscriber to the channel, they will win. And then yeah, we'll take it from there. They'll have to. If you win, send me your contact info, and yeah, you can comment on the video. And my email address is dungeonmastertoolbox@gmail.com, so you can just email that. You know, all spelled out, not DMToolbox, dungeonmastertoolbox@gmail.com. So if you email, the winner emails me that. We'll kind of go back and forth. I have a way that I will validate that it's not some random person pretending to be you, so don't worry. So yeah, I'll pick the winner. You'll have to, at least initially, comment on the video saying, hey, thanks, or something along those lines, and let me know that you emailed me, and then we'll take it from there. We'll go kind of back and forth a little. So we're going to be giving away one last time copy of from Nord, along with 4 decks. We've got the Critical Hits Outcomes for GM's deck. We've got the Critical Hits Outcomes for Players deck. We've got the Critical Fails for GM's and Players deck. And finally, we've got the Fates and Fortunes deck, which is kind of more if your players are rolling nat 20s and nat 1s and like skill checks and other things like that. So this will all 5 of these products will go to a single winner. If you are in the continental U.S., I'll take care of mailing it out. If you are outside the U.S., then you have to let me know, and I'll get your address, all that stuff. Nord will ship it to you. So, yeah. All right. So, with that said, I think it's time to pick a winner. What do you guys think? All right. So, our winner for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And again, guys, I appreciate everybody's support helping me get to 1,000. I did it in just under a year, so hopefully we hit 2,000 sooner in less time. So our winner is, drum roll please, choose a winner from all comments. I know, I'm sorry, I keep seeing it buffering. Here we go. Pick a winner. Toxin 807. My favorite city is Elclaf. It's the city that made, or that me and my friends created. It was originally a teeming city with a kingdom until the Lich God Naphathis grew a big corrupt tree in the center of it. The tree proceeded to turn the inhabitants into undead. Nefarious placed 2 Lichards, powerful Lich guys, in charge of it. Also, thanks so much for this amazing content. It has helped out a lot as a new DM. Keep up the fantastic work. So, Toxin, reply, or either comment or reply to your comment on here, just letting me know, hey, thank you, kind of thing. And if you want, you can drop me your email address. That actually might be better. Drop me your email address in the comment if you want. Or email me at dungeonmastertoolbox@gmail.com. Either way, and we'll go from there. I'll need your address and contact info, all that, and we will get this thing rolling out to you. So congratulations. So thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you for helping me get to 1,000 subs. Stick around because more giveaways to come, I hope, in the near future. More content coming out. Tomorrow we will have the Tome of Heroes review and more stuff coming. So if you guys have suggestions on things you want reviewed, make sure you let me know. I got some more DMs Guild stuff coming up as well. So yeah, lots of cool stuff coming out, guys. So yeah. So that's it for now, guys. And until next time, roll those dice.